Hey, good afternoon, morning, or evening, whenever you're watching this. How are you, beautiful children? Are you good? Awesome. Well, I know a lot of you are probably getting really excited because we've got a holiday coming up really fast. Do you know what that one is? On the count of three, I want you to say it. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Easter is coming. Hippity hoppity, Easter is on its way. And you know what? I wanted to talk to you for a minute about Easter. Something we've been talking about a lot in school is the word traditions. Do you remember that word? Tradition, do you remember what it is? Tell mom or tell dad, I'll give you a minute. I'm going to count to 5. Did you tell him? Did you tell him what a tradition is? Yes, a tradition is something you did last year, something you're going to do this year, and something you're probably going to do next year too. Something you do over and over at a special time. And our special time is Easter right now. I know at Christmas we talked about how some family traditions were decorating a tree, wrapping presents and putting them under a tree. So many different things, hanging stockings by the fireplace, making Christmas cookies. Those are all really good traditions, things you did last year, you did this year, and you're going to do next year too. What about for Easter though? Do you have any traditions that you do with your family? Oh, I love that one. Yes, we do that too. Anything else? Oh yeah. Wow, I just heard some great answers. You know what I heard? Coloring Easter eggs. Raise your hand if you do that. Yeah, that's a tradition. You did it last year. You're going to do it this year. And you're probably going to do it next year. Yes. Any other ones? Oh yeah, leaving carrots out for the Easter bunny because he gets pretty hungry. He's got a really big job to do. And when you leave carrots out for him, he appreciates that. And guess what? That is a tradition. Something you did last year, you're going to do this year, and you're going to do next year too. Any other Easter traditions that you might have in your family? Oh, getting together for a big dinner. Yeah, you know what? That's usually an Easter tradition I have in my house too. We usually get together and have lots and lots of food. And I always get carrot cake for dessert, which is delicious. This year might be a little different because we really can't have anyone over to our house. But we're still going to celebrate with our family, and I'm still going to do the traditions I usually do with my kids. We're going to color Easter eggs and leave carrots out for the bunnies. And this year, I think we might actually make a carrot cake rather than myself buying one. So that's a different tradition that I might start this year. Whatever your tradition is, they're special because they have to do with you and your family. And Easter traditions and any kind of traditions help to make memories for you. And maybe when you're older, you can pass on those traditions to your kids too. So our book today that we're going to be reading, it doesn't really have to do with traditions, but I just wanted to talk about that word a little bit because I think it's important. I do have an Easter book for us though, and it's called Bunny Trouble. Uh-oh. Can you make a prediction about what kind of trouble this bunny might be in? I see lots of eggs, but what's in the middle there? A soccer ball. If this bunny was landing, I could see a football being right in the middle. Bunny trouble. I wonder what's going to happen. This is by Hans Wilhelm. He's the author and he's the illustrator too. He had a pretty big job. So let's just read this one for fun. What do you think? Bunny trouble. Here we go. I'm going to show you some pictures first. Wow, look at all those bunnies. Jeez, looks like they're all kind of busy working. Get on the floor for this one. Here we go. Once there was a rabbit colony that was different from any other. The rabbits here were in charge of decorating all the Easter eggs for the Easter bunny to deliver. Everyone worked year-round getting ready. Hey, they're synergizing. They're doing teamwork. They're all getting ready for Easter. That's so great. Everyone except Ralph. He cared only for one thing in the world, soccer. Uh-oh, look what happened. Oh, Ralph, that is some bunny trouble, I'd say right there. It worried his mother and his father. He kicked the ball. Look at their faces, look a little worried. It worried the other rabbits in the colony. Why do you think it's worrying them? Do you see what keeps happening on every page with the ball? He's kicking it, and look at, he's causing lots and lots of damage. It worried his teachers in school, where all the young rabbits went to learn egg decorating. Where was Ralph while everyone else was hard at work in the classroom? He was outside working on his fancy footwork. Not that fancy, he broke the window. It worried his sister Lisa, especially when he ruined her birthday party. Lisa loved Ralph more than anyone else in the world, but she knew that one day he would get into trouble. He just didn't fit in. Oh boy. He must really love soccer. Each year as Easter approached, everyone got busier and busier. The chickens laid more eggs, the painters, the jelly bean makers, and the basket stuffers all worked overtime. Wow, so look at, they're all pitching in and working together. Uh-oh. Ralph had work too, but he had a hard time keeping his mind on his job. Instead, he was thinking about place kicks, and he tried just once. Oops! Over went a full basket of eggs. The exhausted chickens groaned. The rabbits shouted at Ralph, "Go play soccer on the other side of the tree so we can finish our work in peace," they said. Wow. Oh, Ralph. Ralph was glad to go. He went off to play by himself on the other side of the forest. Looks like he caused a little more trouble, wouldn't you say? Oh, Ralph. Sorry, guys. That night, he did not come home. His mother wept and wrung her hands. Where could he be, she wondered, and with Easter just 2 days away. Wept means she cried. She's worried about her Ralph. I would be too. I'm going to show you some pictures first. Morning came. Still Ralph had not come home. Lisa slipped out to search for him. She found him not far away, locked up in a cage. A farmer had caught him while he was practicing his dribble in the field. The coach always told us to look where we are going, not at our feet, Ralph said. Don't worry, Lisa told him. I'll go and get help. Oh no, the farmer has him locked up. She ran back past the busy rabbits, calling, "Mama, Mama, we must save Ralph. The farmer has caught him, and he's going to make him into Easter dinner." "Oh, I knew that bunny would get into trouble someday," wept Mama as she followed Lisa to Ralph's cage. Oh boy, I hope they get him out. Oh man, how's poor Ralph looking? I think I see a teardrop. It had thick bars and a heavy padlock. "We'll never get him out of there," moaned their mother when she saw Ralph inside. "Of course we will," said Lisa firmly. "I think I can get the lock open." I hope she saves the day. Lisa worked for hours, but the lock refused to be picked. The bars wouldn't bend. The door couldn't be pried off. Oh no, guys, what do you think's gonna happen? "If I ever get free," whispered Ralph, "I promise I'll never play soccer again." "No, Ralph," said Lisa, You want to be a soccer player, and you will be too, but you also have to help people with the eggs. And not be such a nuisance, added Mama. Ralph knew they were right. He promised to do what they said. Hours passed. Suddenly Lisa cried, "Oh, I've got an idea that will do the trick, but we have to hurry." I wonder what that idea is going to be. Lisa and Mama ran all the way home. In no time, Lisa was back carrying a small bundle under her arms. She squeezed it carefully through the bars of Ralph's cage. Then she whispered the plan. What do you guys think is in that bag? The next morning, there was a great commotion around the cage. A commotion means it was very noisy and everybody was running to see what had happened. I wonder. Look at that. Do you see that? Inside, next to Ralph, was a basket of the most beautiful Easter eggs anyone had ever seen. Some were polka dotted, some dyed deep purple, and some were painted with rainbows. The farmer's children gathered around. "He must be the Easter Bunny!" they exclaimed. "How else could he have gotten those eggs? We must let him go or there won't be any Easter for us." So the farmer opened the cage door. Ralph ran home as fast as he could. That was a great plan, wasn't it? Oh, check this out. But he didn't forget Lisa's words. He did try harder with his painting. Ralph even became known for one special design, which he did far better than anyone else, and almost as well as kicking, passing, and scoring. What is he painting those Easter eggs, guys? Yep, like soccer balls. What did you think? Did you guys like that story? Yeah? I know. Ralph got into a bit of trouble, right? He loved playing soccer, and I know there's lots of things you guys love to do too. But sometimes you got to do your work and not play, right? Yeah, sometimes. But there's always time for play. And there's always time for work too. I hope you guys like that story. Easter's on its way. And I hope you're really excited about it this year. All right, I miss you and I love you. And I'm thinking about you guys, okay? Mwah! Take care. I will see you soon, I hope.